I got 1,458 red worms.
Okay. Welcome, 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 y'all. Welcome back to another live stream. We are just here trying to get some stuff done. So, smash that like button and stuff like that.
And to have fun while I'm recovering.
Yep. Google. Open my account up.
These family-friendly streams that I'll be doing.
Yep.
When I'm doing the dual streams, like to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, it'll also give me a chance to make a few different series. Like series for Fishing Planet, series for some of a few series for the farming sim games and things like that. And which would be awesome because I just want to be able to, get better at what I'm doing and be able to entertain people the right way.
Right. I don't see your...
Well, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for you.
On YouTube, or are you looking for me on Twitch? I know that you should be able to find me through Discord on one of the connections that I've had it added to my Discord name.
No, I need just your name.
It's just Lisa Donaldson.
Okay. There you are. Activate.
On in, Chad. Here, keep trying to catch big ones and have some fun.
Yep. And I'm going to send you an invite. It's going to combine both of our streams and do the chats. So,
how would I go about accepting that, though?
You may have to go to your Twitch to accept it.
Of course, on each of the where it says I'm streaming, I see like an icon of what looks like an eye with the number 1 next to them for both of my channels. I wonder what that means. That just means that one of my bots is in.
What you need to do is bring it up on, like, go to Twitch on Google, and you should see the invite.
Okay, you said you sent me an invite, right?
If it didn't go through, I'll send it again.
I didn't see any notification pop up on my second screen about a invite. Unless I'm not looking in the right spot.
You may not be. Look, can you?
Do I need to go through? Do I need to Google it?
Can you show that screen without exiting the game?
Yeah. I just had to go back. I had to go back to an overview of the lake in order to be able to move from one screen to another. Because if I'm like right there in that first person view where I'm looking at my pole, then I won't be able to switch.
Right.
Uh,
If you screen share, I'll show you.
kind of screen sharing my second screen right now.
Okay, you need to go to Chrome or Google. That's why.
Okay, let's go here and then. Okay.
Go to Twitch.
Oh,
Just type Twitch in right there. And then hit Twitch.
so walk in there. Okay. Oh, better pause that because I don't want to listen to that right now.
Go to your dashboard.
Creator dashboard?
Yep. And then hit manage stream and it should be there.
Okay, so it's telling me that I'm live.
Okay, go down. We'll do it this way. Go, no, where it's quick actions.
Quick actions, quick action. Is it over here on this
No,
side of the screen?
it's quick. You just went over it. It's on that side, but it's here. Let me see if I can send another one. Let me see if I can send another one real quick. I may be able to. String together. Invite guest. Her. Click notifications. Yep. My Twitch. I think it is. There. Click on that.
Okay, then.
Okay, forget that one. I know.
Okay.
Okay, see quick actions at the bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah, okay, I see
Go
what you're
down.
getting at now.
Go down. On that. Click that button right there for me.
Okay. Okay.
What do you use for internet?
Actually, I've been doing it through Google, but I think I also do through Chrome.
That's what you don't have to use to do Chrome because it won't let you do it in here. That's fine. We'll do it later.
Yeah, we'll focus that on another time when I'm not.
You got to be live to do that though.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Okay. Come back over here. I'm just gonna focus on doing a little bit of fishing.
Yep. I just caught one too.
Oh, you're the grinning swamp governor, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, I was wondering whose name that was.
That's mine. Fish on?
Oh, looks like you caught, a young channel. Nice.
And see how when you catch, your experience should be green.
Mhm.
Now, let me get a second one open.
Not to.
I think Chrome is like a byproduct of Google, isn't it?
Yeah,
It would be called Google Chrome or something like that.
yeah. Chrome is Google basically.
Yeah. So I should have been able to get that invite.
I guess I need to pull up my YouTube too. Great.
What's that?
Pulling up my YouTube
What's that mean?
so I can watch its chat too if I need to.
Well, I got me a red deer sunfish, and I didn't even realize I had a bite.
Do you see how it turned green though? Your XP?
I hmm,
See it's green? It means that's one too. Oh my. That's one too. I think I got problems here. Oh my. I think I
what's
got
that?
problems here.
A smallmouth buffalo. Yeah, well, daggone, you caught a 3 pounder.
Yeah.
What kind of bait you using?
Crickets. But this lake don't have those in it for you. Some of the
I'm
big
not a high enough rank then, right?
no, and you haven't caught like some of the mudwater fish will be here for you if you caught them. It's going good. How how are you doing?
And got me a white crappie.
That's cool. Um, do you have a? I confirm a link into Discord for to stream for you, and you can join us at any time. on Fishing Planet.
The more the merrier.
And if you're not in a club, I do have a club, and I'll throw that invite in. Club, please. Club settings.
Hey, dig. Did I get to snag down? Yeah.
Alright, I'll just throw in my nick.
I'm curious of what this will do for me. I switched to bread and honey.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of curious of what that'll. I'm kind of curious how well that bait will do.
Bread and honey will catch them.
Which is
That's the club name, and I redo my Discord link for you so you can join it. And if you like to come fishing with us sometime, you can. It sounds like I may have a fish getting ready to get on. He's playing with it. I can tell that.
they're toying with you.
Yep.
What they do. I know I got like one guy that I also follow on Twitch that he occasionally plays this game. I can't remember how I found him on Twitch though.
Thank you for that new sub.
That'd be a daggum bluegill. Hmm. Uh, uh, this can actually definitely be relaxing.
Hey, Spooky, how you doing?
Is that spooky vibes?
Yes.
Hey, hey, spooky. Been a while. Looks like I'm being toyed with over here.
We're trying to. I'm trying to get. I've made my own club, and she's in it, and she says hi. She says hi back.
You go, girl.
Okay, look at your XP
Try.
on that.
15 XP gained.
Now, now look at it being. Yep, that's more than. It's green though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
number 15 is.
the club. That's when you're in the club.
Okay.
You get more when you're in the club,
Nice.
which will help you level up faster. I've been doing good. Who's fishing with me is recovering from surgery, so I'm trying to just hang out and help her level up on Fishing Planet and stuff. And she is actually screaming too.
Yes, I am. On both YouTube and Twitch. Well, five, gained 5 experience. Once I reel in the next fish, I'll have to kind of step away long enough to get in the shower and rinse off.
I won't catch nothing on this hook. Too big a hook to be at this water. I've got an 8 off on.
I don't even know how to have both chats pulled up at the same time, though.
You don't have to.
Unless they're... Oh, don't have to?
Nope.
Awesome. That makes it much easier on me.
I do because I don't know which one's a which yet, but I figured it out. Um, if you look at the bottom where it's in chat, it says chat, you haven't got nobody chatting yet.
Oh, okay.
But hold on, I will in yours real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, you see what I just did?
Yeah, and it showed me that you said hi on Twitch.
Yep. It'll show the YouTube symbol up there on the
Hi,
YouTube.
Spooky. Hi, girl.
There on the YouTube
Come
side
on,
there shows.
everyone. Found getting gang all back together, huh?
That's my third monitor. Third reel going off. I mean, not my monitor. Third reel.
Not a bad catch on that one.
No, I got slammed for modified tackle. No.
What's that mean?
I lost 5 experience points.
Oh, that sucks.
But I gained 1 for it being in the club room.
Gained 4 experience on that. And it shows me you have 3 of those little green triangles, too.
Yeah, that means
good?
yes. Before you toss them back.
I've actually been keeping them kind of in my stringer thing.
Yeah, but before you do that, look on it and see it's M for me, but it will tell you your experience or something. It will say photos, something like that, across the bottom.
Mates bonus 1 XP, tackles modifier 0 and 0 for that. Then let's see.
Or do you have it brought up? Tackle modifier and stuff, that's what you're looking at. That tells you what XP you got for each category.
Well, here says I got 1 XP for Club Mates bonus, and that's it.
Okay.
The others are at 0.
So you're doing pretty good then.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been kind of anytime I come here to this fishing location, I'll try to keep whatever I catch, so that way when I leave, it'll tell me. It just makes it easier for me to understand how much I'm catching, how
Uh-huh.
much I'm making for
Yeah.
each visit.
Hey, Spooky, do you have this game?
Why did I cast it out without going to? Okay, that's all right.
I've got some nice fish jumping over here.
Yeah, I've even saw decent sized fish jumping out yonder. Yeah. Actually, here I got an idea what I want to kind of do here. Let's see what we got. Hopefully this here to do is get me something decent. Don't even know why I got that. Let's go to back. Let's try this. Let's go back here. And hopefully this will definitely catch me something.
Put leashes on this one. I don't really play around. I'm behind you. Oh, look, I'm fishing in front of you, but I'm behind you with one of my lines. Another catfish.
There you go, cats.
There we go. I better not do that. Backlash.
With weed. Yeah. Don't worry, Chet. I'm sure I'll catch some big ones. At least I got that in the water, not on land.
Huh?
I was saying, at least I got that in the water, not on land.
Yeah.
Before I cast out again, I'm gonna step away from it and rinse off in the shower, and I'll be right back. Ooh, 1.7, that's catch.
One. Yeah.
1.7 pound catfish. That'd make a good meal for one person.
Yeah, it would. Huh? Okay.
Microphone on.
Alright, I'm back, y'all. I had to get around and do something just for a second. But I'm back. So, how's everybody doing? Let's see if I can mix up some bait real quick. Okay, I don't have. Yes, I do. Ooh. Let me mix up some of this stuff. Alright, let me mix this up and see what happens, y'all. Who knows what I'll catch now? It's not that forest, probably. Okay. Let me go to 4. There. Put on my ground bait. Let's see what happens here. Ground bait in that and change hooks. Fish on. Young catfish. I got some money for it. That's all that matters. We are just sitting around waiting on these lines. Fish on. Catfish.
All right, chat. Sorry for the wait. I am back from the shower and feeling better. The cool thing about it is because I've had this, recently had this surgery. Because of the type of surgery I had, I have been deemed a fall risk, and I've been needing to do this even before I had the surgery. But because of being a fall risk, um, I needed to get a shower chair for me to be able to use to sit on, so I don't have to struggle getting down to the floor of the bathtub and then struggle getting back up. And my mom gave me the only one that she had. But the shower chair has been definitely been helpful though. I'm kind of hoping that I can eventually talk with the landlord and see if he's be okay with doing some work to the bathroom and have that tub removed and just convert that into a walk-in shower. Basically, most likely for safety reasons.
Well, I caught two catfish while you were gone.
Nice.
And I think I may have a third one on the line. Don't know. Yes, I love this game, Spooky. I think you would enjoy it too.
One of the best games ever.
It relaxes you and stuff.
Oh yeah, it definitely does
I'm
that.
actually level 85.
And I think
Um, thank you for that
I think
follow.
holy smokes, I just completed a challenge and it
Norm,
wasn't even tracked.
not. Thank you for that follow. How I do not know how to say your name, but thank you for that follow.
I think I'm like a level 15 myself
What?
for the game.
Yeah, you're level 15.
The odd thing is I love to go fishing IRL.
Yeah. How you doing,
You me or chat?
chat?
Oh, okay.
I've got somebody in here that's a new follower, and I don't know how to even say his name.
Welcome in, newcomer, to Nate's channel. You are awesome.
You just hit the 200 followers by doing that.
Who, you did or me?
Me.
Oh, congrats, bud. That's nice.
You are at, and I can't tell you till I go in here. My view, please.
Be right back. I gotta step away just again and fix myself a little snack. Gotta make sure the morning meds is dealt with because they've prescribed me Percocet for the pain. Be right back.
Give me a second and you probably will be able to. I've got something so I can find them. Okay, you should be able to now, I think. There we go. I don't know what was going on there, but everything was off alter kelter. What? How do you say your name? Okay. Fish, fish on. Do you play this Fishing Planet, Nyan? Do you have a club? Oh my. Are you in a club? Here's my Discord link if you would like to join it.
You want to know something? I learned something new from the surgery that I've had. Nate, you still there, bud?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I did learn something about my surgery though.
Mm-hmm.
So as you may, for those of you all that don't know this, I do also play on FiveM, which is GTA roleplay. And one of the things I am very familiar with when it comes to that is that a lot of people roleplay as whether it be civilian criminals, gang members, or something like that, and they're committing crimes. And one of the things that you would see them do are selling drugs. And one of the that criminals are able to sell if they have access to it in the server that they're in is called Percocet. Because it is illegal to be selling that stuff in real life.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor that did my surgery last week prescribed me some Percocet for the pain.
Yep.
It is really, it is strong. It does do its job. Not as quickly as I'd like. That's why I prefer using icy hot cream. But it does do the job.
Yep.
And there for quite some time during my tenure of being on 5M, I have seen there's been times, with the servers we call them cities. And I've been in cities where Percocet was one of those things you could obtain as a criminal and sell it for dirty money. The thing is that I have learned is I did not know Percocet was a real drug. And now I know. Of course, as Ghost in the Cinema say, now we know, and knowing's half the battle.
Yep.
I know that one of the things I do want to be doing whenever I'm doing streaming games like Fishing Planet or Farming Simulator or whatever it may be. Anytime that somebody comes into one of our chats and would love to learn more about the other games that I play, even whether they're ones that are not family friendly or whatever they may be, if you would like to learn more, feel free to ask me. I will do what I can to answer your questions. I love having these conversations with people because it makes it actually believe it or not, in a way, it makes me feel better when I'm able to help people learn stuff. Because then it helps me to learn how to control my depression and what have you. I know that if my younger brother were still alive, 5M probably would have been the only thing I do on PC if he were still here. But since he's no longer with us, I'm actually kind of been expanding out to other games other than just GTA or even Red Dead.
Nanye said, if it's for pain and you need it, use it.
Mm-hmm. Um, well, the Percocets that I take, they've been prescribed to me for the pain, but I only take them if it's absolutely needed. And when I do, I think I take them like twice a day or
Mm-hmm.
every so often as needed, kind of like as you would do for Tylenol. But
Yeah.
and then they prescribed me a deal of, I think it's called stool softener. Not designed to actually make me want to sit there on the toilet 24/7 just so I can go. It's just basically whenever I have the urge to need to do number two, the stool softeners that are just to make it easier for me to go should I get backed up.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, about 2 days before my surgery, I went to the store. No, it wasn't 2 days, about 4 days beforehand. I went to the store on the 6th because that's when I get my EBTs. And I had purchased some packages of instant pudding and instant jello. Real easy to make. And the original reason I did it is because that's what I've been craving, because I've been craving that stuff. And I'm sitting back here at home, and I know I do have some sugar-free stuff that of those same things that's already pre-made. And I'm sitting thinking to myself, I am glad that I got those packages because I can guarantee that once I have recovered from this, I'm going to be cooking up some of that stuff should I get hungry for it. And Lord knows I'm going to get hungry for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before anybody says anything, I know there's going to be people out there that says, well, Lisa, nobody eats Jello pudding nowadays. It's out of style. No, Jello and pudding never goes out of style. For me at least. Yes, I'm a millennial, but I'm old school. And there's just certain things that are from my childhood that I will never grow out of. And pudding and Jello are two of those things. Of course, for coconut, I had no choice but to grow out of that because I'm allergic to it. So sometimes, some things you have no choice to grow, but to grow out of them due to allergies, and sometimes you just grow out of things because it's just natural. And then there's going to be those things that you will never grow out of because you just love them too much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like for me, Nate, have you ever watched the show Kenan and Kel on Nickelodeon?
No.
Have you ever heard of the show All That?
No.
Well, there's a show called All That, and then there's also another show that's kind of a spin-off from that called Kenan and Kel. Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell are the main two stars of that show. Kel Mitchell, his thing was, one of the things he would always be saying is, orange soda. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. And it's like, every time I hear him say something say that, it's like I get addicted to orange soda. And this isn't like Sunkist or Faygo or that. This was actually original orange soda. That's what it was called.
I bet spooky. I'll have to look it up later.
So then another thing I got to dig back in that I got addicted to is if you've seen them, there's these commercials that where they had this, Bart Simpson and Homer Simpson in the commercial, and Bart Simpson would, kind of like with the Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubbles with the Pebbles. Bart Simpson would always foil his father's plans of trying to steal his Butterfingers. And he would always say, "Nobody lays a finger on my Butterfinger."
Uh-huh. I've heard that saying.
With that being said, Butterfinger candy, and whether it be a can of orange soda or a big 2-liter bottle of orange soda, that was my all-time favorite snack, and it still is.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I mean, even though I'm type 2 diabetic, they're not my favorites as because they taste good. They're my favorites because it brings back good childhood memories.
Uh-huh. Do you play this game, Spooky?
And today's the 15th, right?
Yeah.
Huh. It's already been 5 days. It's already been 5 days since I had my surgery. I'd be lucky if I could catch a big old fish with this lure. And yeah, I do switch around between the different poles, and sometimes I just use one pole and switch between the baits and lures. You know, just to kind of keep myself on my toes when it comes to fishing.
Would you like to start playing it with us, Spooky?
Oh, Spooky, you always use the extra company. we be like three peas in a pod. And yes, every now and then I like to throw in a different accent just for a few laughs.
Polly want a cracker?
Oh my gosh. I broke a nail. It's like totally not adorable. That one there I just did, that's my all-time favorite. So I remember I used to sit there and I would just, really, the people that would really get mad at me for using that accent are basically married women who are in their 60s.
I thought
They're
I
the
saw
ones that hate. They're the ones that hate that Valley Girl accent the most, and it's just like in a way, it kind of brings me some joy because it's like I don't use it to really start arguments, but I use it because I'm just having fun, But yeah.
I'll get you laughing here in a second again. I thought I saw a pretty cat. I did.
Oh, pretty cat, pretty cat.
Fish on again, and I just casted it out.
I am Speedy Gonzales. Fastest mouse in Mexico. Ándale, ándale, arriba. Oh, good Lordy mercy, I caught me another one. The Valley Girl accent and the Southern Belle are like the two easiest ones I can do.
If you ever do, Spooky, just look us up.
Oh, this one here is a fighter. Yeah.
That means it's a good one for you.
It'll be a few. It better be Oh, I'd be happy if it's a trophy. So what he's doing is he lets me reel him in so far, and then he just pulls out and then lets me reel him in. He's like, "In the world you doing there, you daggone bugger?"
Just keep reeling. No matter what, keep reeling.
And I just caught me a spotted bass. Got me 18 experience points. And that fish is going to bring me $128.
That's good.
And I got a total of 4.5 pounds overall out of all the fish that I caught.
I've got 23.25.
What's the maximum weight yours can hold, though?
1,543.2.
Right now, the one I'm using holds a maximum of 33.1, and that's only because I haven't ranked up high enough to get and manage to get enough money to purchase better equipment. And right now, my goal is to not only rank up, but to earn more money, just so that I can get better equipment to go to better locations and catch better fish and rank up to even better stuff.
Yeah, as soon as you get money up, we'll go to mud water.
That's not what I gotta do. I gotta check my inventory right quick. Here. Okay, so I have a blacktail shiner that I caught using bread with honey, two bluegills with the same bait, a white crappie with bread and honey. I used red worms for a red deer sunfish and white crappie, and then that spotted bass I just caught was caught using a mini bass jig, one third ounce.
That's okay, Spooky. Just if you go to play at any time, just look us up.
Yeah, we will always welcome you with open arms, Spooky. Yeah, we love you very much, and you're an amazing woman. I'm gonna go try that area. All right. Now I see you down there trying to catch some big fish.
I've caught a bass already, one or two of them.
Was it spotted,
Yep,
largemouth, smallmouth?
spotted.
Spot? How big and what was its weight and how much did you get off of it?
I don't know.
Yeah, because usually
Probably got a. I got a fighter. I know I do,
I
but it's
and
not gonna fight.
I know this is true for at least for me and anybody who's a lower rank than I am. I know that the amount of money you get per fish depends on a few factors. One is its length, two is its weight, and three is the species of fish that it is, and how you managed to catch it and what you caught it with.
Got $194 off this fish.
Nice.
14 pounds and no, 14 inches and 1.6 pounds.
I remember, okay, so in the small town where I'm living at now, we have a park that is at the north end of our town called Island Park. Now, here's a reason for that name. You go over there to that park, in order to get inside that park, you gotta have to cross a little bridge. That park is surrounded by a man-made moat. hence the name Island Park, because the park itself looks like an island in the middle of a small lake or pond, all of that is just some kind of moat. And I remember one year it was on Labor Day. I was doing some fishing with some friends, and a buddy of mine, he had let me borrow his fishing pole. See, it was just basically a small bass pole, is all it was.
I know
Nothing
Narnia,
too,
but
not.
I am level 585, so I got rid of most of my small ones.
But anyway, the pole was it was basically designed for things like perch, bluegills, some small bass, things like that. Basically, it's just small fish. Unbeknownst to me, there were already some really large flathead catfish out there that weigh anywhere from 45 pounds up to about 99 pounds. They were not supposed to be in there because that's not the place where you would find them in our town. You'd normally find them over at the dam, which is probably a good quarter-mile from west of our local sign. I was using live bait, basically a red wiggler, which basically, for anyone who don't know, that's just another species of worm. And I had cast my line out, and I was just kind of, and I wasn't using bobber, so I kind of had it set up to where I was holding, with one finger, I was holding on to the line to kind of wait for, to feel for a bite. And I sat there for a good solid 20 minutes and wasn't getting much of anything. So I started to slowly reel in just to make sure I am not, and keep it steady to make sure I'm not getting snagged on anything. 3 minutes later, I see a big old 45-pound flathead attached to my hook coming to the surface of the water. And I go to hand the pole to my other buddy and I said, JJ, hold the pole. I'm gonna stick my hand right there in its mouth and I'm gonna yank that sucker right out. As soon as he grabbed that pole out of my hands, that darn fish snapped the line and took off. And now I have a story of the one that got away.
Yep.
Had I successfully gotten my hand in the mouth of that fish and managed to successfully land it, meaning get it all the way out of the water and on land, I would have had the story about the biggest fish I've ever caught. But now I got the story of the one that got away.
Yep.
Both stories are equally intriguing and awesome, but I prefer the one of how I prefer the story of the one of the biggest fish I've ever caught. I mean, of course, that's me. And I remember about 2 years later, my older brother and I were at the same park. Again, Labor Day weekend. We were fishing, basically using live bait. Pretty much some grub worms and earthworms, things like that. There's a guy probably a good solid 4, 5, maybe 6 yards away from us fishing using spinner bait, basically a spinner lure. That that SOB hooked a 45-pound flathead with that lure and was reeling it in. I lit I literally saw this and I literally had to empty out my pockets and my pants, to keep things from getting wet that should not be wet. And I literally got over there, got in the water, and I helped the guy pull the fish out of the water. And it turns out that fish he caught was the one that got away from me. And the really cool thing is about it is that because I had helped the guy pull it out of the water, he had given that fish to both my brother and I. And this was back when my brother hadn't got, he didn't have the funds to purchase a vehicle quite yet. So we literally, when we were ready to head back to the apartment he was living in at the time, which the apartment at that time he was living in set on the property edge of the east edge of that property line of that property was butt up against railroad property. So basically, train about 4 or 5 times a night would wake you up if you're a light sleeper. We had to literally take turns carrying that big old catfish in our hands on foot, and we had several people stop us and take pictures. For a good solid 4.5 to 5 months straight, my brother and I had catfish for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I didn't even at the time. I did not think about having it stuffed, and I've been kicking myself in the butt for that. But at the same time, I'm just happy I was able to eat it. And I also and it turns out that it was female, and the reason why I know it was female is because when he cut it open, it had 2 egg sacs in there, and they were loaded with eggs.
Those would be
Yeah.
so good.
So basically, my brother somehow managed to get in contact with somebody, and he had made a good solid $75 off of caviar. Because that's basically what fish eggs are, is
Yeah.
caviar.
Yeah.
So he got a nice little paycheck out of that. And some of the internal organs that we pulled out of that fish, we managed to blend it up and real good and make stink bait. And it helped us catch some other different types of catfish and what have you.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. And and for anybody out there that does go fishing IRL, and if you're wondering what would be the best type of bait you can use if you're focusing on trying to catch a bunch of catfish, try using spoiled beef liver and leave it raw. The reason I say that because that and stink bait are their favorites, and they will, and I can guarantee you almost to 100% of the time you're going to catch a fish.
I used to
And
catch striper.
if you're constantly catching fish using beef liver, and it's like, let's say if it's like catfish, whatever kind of catfish you're catching, if you're catching a bunch of bunch of small channel cats, yeah, I can guarantee if you're sitting there for about 3 days straight catching channel catfish using spoiled raw beef liver, you're gonna have enough catfish to feed an entire arena. Well, that's kind of that's kind of stretching it, but you get the idea. Now, however, I do have another story of my biggest catch, and it was not it was not a flathead catfish or any catfish of any sort. One year, I had went out to the El Dorado Lake here in Kansas, and it's like somewhere outside of El Dorado, or probably within El Dorado. And the biggest fish I've ever caught was from that lake, and it was a 21.5-inch walleye using, get this, crankbait lure, trolling. First time I caught one of that size at that particular lake, that was the best tasting walleye I've ever had in my life. And a lot of people don't know. What a lot of people don't know, I mean, there are people out there that just don't have the patience to actually go out and do fishing IRL or even in a game. And I get it; it's understandable because my patience depends on what I'm passionate about. But for me, I have no problem with going out to out to the local dam here in my town. And it could be just downright downpouring. No lightning, no thunder. It's just downpouring. Water is up high enough. It's going crazy, flowing really good. And I could sit there in that kind of weather and I could be catching fish left and right. And I always find it that it's best to do your fishing when it's raining. Because that basically what that when it's raining, what that does is it kind of stirs up the sediment and stuff, and it kind of gets the fish moving. It gets them there so that they can get their exercise and get them active. And when they're active like that, you almost guaranteed you are guaranteed to almost 100% of the time to actually be catching quite a bit of fish if you're lucky enough. But you just got to know where to find them.
He says maybe a small arena.
Yeah, you'd be right. Maybe a small arena, or either that, or just either that, or your immediate family and extended family, something like that. But you'd definitely have enough to with those kinds of baits. You probably definitely have enough to at least feed at least a family. And one of my favorite kinds of activities is what we call here in Kansas a fish feed or a fish fry. And I know that's what it's called in other states, but basically you get it with a big group of people, go out to like a lake, river, or whatever, and you do a bunch of fishing, and whatever you have caught, you bring it in, they prep it, you get it cooked, and everybody gets to eat.
I know.
In other words, for me, sometimes I'll just do you eat what you catch, and when I do that, it's kind of a rare thing because now it is a rare thing that I do that nowadays because of my diabetes, and because I always got to make sure that I don't let my blood sugar drop, and I don't let it get too high, and I got to keep it where it needs to be. But sometimes, if on rare occasions, I'll be like, I'm good for my snacks, and I'll just go out and do some fishing, and I'll be like, and if I'm lucky enough, I'll be catching a good number of fish, and then be like, okay, I'm hungry. I'll get with my older brother or my mom and get a hold of my fillet knife, and because I had to have it locked up for safety reasons, but I get with one of them and so I can use the fillet knife with supervision, and I prep the fish, clean the fish, prep them, get them all ready, start cooking them up, and that's what I'll have for lunch. Of course, I do have an uncle that lives in Florida, and he's actually literally told me this once before, but he's like, my idea of fishing is going to Walmart, buy the frozen fish, take it home, prep it, and cook it, and then eat. That's my type of fishing. To each their own. Some people just prefer to to purchase the fish already fully prepped and just ready to be cooked, where some are willing to go the extra mile, catch the fish themselves and prep it themselves and cook it and then eat. Okay, for the in-game time, I have 11:21 a.m. What about you, Nate?
10:28.
How's it? What? Oh, okay, I'm confused. How's your in-game times 1 hour behind me when you in IRL you're 1 hour ahead of me?
It's because of when we get on game and stuff, and when we started.
Oh, okay, okay. I guess that would definitely make sense.
And if I pause the game, it will keep the time.
I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. And that's the only Spice Girls song that I actually like. Speaking of, learning things, over the years, I have learned something very valuable from my stepdad. And this is, I basically learned this just by, being around him and kind of, in a way, I would you know, kind of watch his, as how how he would do the things that he would do. And one of the things I've learned about him, and this was starting from back, even back when I met him when I was about 7 or 8 years old, around, and no, I was actually 6 at the time when I met him. And one of the things I've learned is that, even though I learned this about him before I learned that he served in the military. He loved to sing, and during the past 20 years of his life, um, he would be there in the living room, in his living room at his laptop, playing, games like Flip Words or Cubus 2 or Zumba or something like that, which were just which were the kind of games he enjoyed. And he would be sitting there playing them, and he would have some music that, the kind of music he would love to listen to, whether it be oldies or rock and roll, country, or it might even be gospel. He'd start listening to that music, and you'd be playing his game, and the next thing you know, you are about to poop your pants when he's just start belting out the lyrics. Because he did not care if he couldn't carry a tune in a bucket, even if it were to save his life, he would sing, and it did not bother him. And over the years, when I would, see him do this, I had learned for myself. It kind of helped me learn that don't worry about what other people will think about your voice when you're singing. As long as you are having fun with it and you are enjoying it, that's what matters. And that's something that I've always been just cherish. That's one of those things I would always cherish when it came to my stepdad. And out of the three men that my mom has been in a relationship with, him being the third, he was the one man that was more of a father figure to me than the others. Granted, I may have had my disagreements with him, but that ain't gonna change the fact that I will always respect them. How, Nate, I I the overall total weight of fish that I have caught and I'm holding on to is 4.542 pounds out of 33.1. what's the total weight that you currently have? Still got to try to catch and take, backlash, and a dadgum boat. Well, it got me so down. Please be back fish. And no, cut or daggum hornwort, whatever in the world that's for. I need to do some research on some of these items that you can actually pull out of the water when you're fishing. I'm kind of curious as to what cornwort's for, what some of this other stuff's for. It's like, yeah.
All right.
Oh, hey Nate, I just now looked up and saw your message in my chat for Twitch.
Yeah.
Welcome back, buddy.
I was trying to keep it low because of it being you keeping my stream chat going too.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. Sometimes when I'm streaming and I'm doing like a co-stream like like what we get our do now, I tend to like to talk to everybody in your chat as well as whoever's in mine, just to kind of you know keep my mind occupied.
Yeah, and Nanye said players have different times and different weather in game.
Yeah, yeah, you'd be right about that because I remember about
Other than when
I
we
remember
are actually, when you get up with me and be on the same boat, we'll have the same weather and same time.
I remember about say about 3 or 4 years ago, I was playing Fishing Planet on PC with Diesel and Swifty Farmer, and I think they were both streaming to Twitch at the time. I wasn't streaming, but in a way, I kind of had their streams pulled up, and I was looking at them, and it was raining for one of them. It looked like it might have been snowing for another, and for me, it was just bright and shiny.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, I don't know the exact area, but he lives somewhere in Florida, where I live in Kansas.
Mm,
But we're both in the same time zone. Because if you think about it, the Pensacola area of Florida is in Central Time Zone. And then if you were to go, let's say, down there where Miami is, you'd be on Eastern Time.
yeah. He's not there anymore.
Oh, he's not in Florida anymore?
Nope.
Oh. He probably got tired of the hot weather, huh?
Don't know.
I know that my uncle Steve, my real dad's younger brother, even though that he's originally from Wichita, Kansas, which
Yeah.
is where I'm from, he had one year had went in for I think it was either back surgery or neck surgery, some kind of surgery, but he had to move to Florida because of the warmer weather was better on his back than what the weather here in Kansas was for him.
Uh huh.
And he just didn't want to deal with having to spend money he didn't have just to constantly buy icy hot cream to deal with the pain.
Mm-hmm.
So he moved down there, and then at one time, and plus not only that, but he also had to move down there because his mother, my paternal grandmother, may she rest in peace, she was living down there with her late husband. And then after her late husband died, her at some point, I think probably about 2 or 3 years after her late husband died, she had to be put in I think it was either a nursing home or assisted living because of her dementia. And probably about 6 or 7 years later, we lost her. But he had been staying down there to kind of. But overall, he's been staying in Florida because of the weather is better on his back. And whereas if you come here to Kansas, our weather is so unpredictable that it's actually predictable. And the reason I say that is because I remember back in the early 90s, and well, back in the late 80s, early 90s, during winter months, if we were when you would see it snowing out and you start seeing snow on the ground, you're going to get at least a foot or more of snow on the ground. And back then, I was short for my age. I literally looked like a daggum munchkin from The Wizard of Oz because I was so short. And whenever I would get out in the snow, it did not just come up to my knees, it went up to my waist.
Yeah, yeah, Nanya.
Nowadays, we'd be lucky if we'd even get 3 inches of snow.
I remember having about 4 foot of snow at my grandmother's.
Well, of course, for the area where you're at, Nate, you still get more snow where you're at than I would where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's one of the reasons is because you're in a mountainous area,
Yep.
and I live on the Great Plains, and basically the South Central Kansas, which is where I'm at, is
Nanya
still.
said, I am just south of the Great Plains.
Are you still are you like in Kansas or somewhere in Oklahoma? So I'm just like, I've got like one small town that is south of me before you reach the Kansas-Oklahoma state border. That's how close to the state border that I live. And for me, just a one-way road trip in a vehicle, I would to from where I live to Tonkawa Casino. They're just just south of the state border. Uh, I would say at least a good 30 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic. Yeah. I mean, even though that the weather here in Kansas is nothing like what it used to be, we still have beautiful, amazing, gorgeous looking landscaping. Of course, that you're going to get something like that's what you're going to get, but wherever you are in the country. But we still have that landscaping that makes Kansas what it is.
Do you want to switch lakes?
Let me get to finish getting this reel down because I got me another. Looks like I got me another fighter. Then I'll have to see. I'm kind of curious, but I'm actually considering, saying yes because I just got to figure out how much I'm going to end up with after I get paid for all the fish I caught.
Yeah, plus the experience it will jump you up to. Special.
So currently it says that I'm at rank 15, and I'm not sure exactly what my rank is going to be once I exit.
It's still the same. other than if it blows experience left and right.
It's just with all the fish that caught and the experience I gained, I'm just kind of curious if I'm going to go up to 16 or if I'm going to stay at 15 or what the deal is.
Usually your rank jumps up as you catch fish.
Yeah, because if I, the more that I can, the more that I'm able to. Now I know one thing is whenever I have time to play this game on my PS4, whether it be with my brother or someone else, I am gonna really need to do a lot of catching up on there to match what I've got here on this.
Mm-hmm.
Because Fishing Planet, Star Trek Online, GTA 5 are the three main games that I have copies for on PC as well as PS4. Because I play them on both systems.
Yeah.
And I'm actually thinking about, if I can ever put enough money on my Steam account, I'm actually considering getting a copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 for PC and try out some Red M, which is basically Red Dead's version of 5M. Because I'm kind of curious as to what kind of role play I can do for that. But I mean, I'm not going to do it quite yet, but I'm wanting to eventually do it.
Yeah. All right.
I gained 116 experience points and made $511.
Okay,
And that's only because I don't have premium. Which is, for me, I don't care how much I manage to make at any given location.
Uh-huh.
$511 compared to what you would be getting at your rank it may look like just chunk change, but for me, even getting $1, it's a good day.
Okay, what's going on here?
What's wrong? Huh? Something happened on your end?
I've got an event going on, I think.
Where
it looks like
Lone Star Lake.
Okay.
Wait, that's the invite. No, wait, that's the invite you sent to me to the club room.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go here again. Just myself. It may launch the Christmas event. That's what it's.
Probably.
But I'm not. Oh, I know what it is. Forget it.
What is it?
I've got the. I got the thing on for Lone Star. 5 bat lashes. Oh. That's why it's saying go there.
So I now currently have 10 gold coins and $2,482 in cash.
Okay.
For in-game money.
So you got Muddy Waters Pass already, or?
I have unlimited basic fishing license for Mudwater. I have no license for the Neheran River, or Emerald Lake, or Rocky Lake. Nothing for Falcon Lake, but however, there's nothing for the Ghent-Nuezen Canal, but at the Lesnie Villa Fishery, I have unlimited advanced fishing license.
Where?
The Lesnie Villa Fishery. I think that's the France location.
Okay, that will.
Gotta step away real quick. I'll be right back.
I won't do this. Water. Get to my chat. Chat.
Okay, it is official. This bandage that they used to cover the incision from
Mm-hmm.
my surgery. I hate that bandage. Man, the number one reason is once I am once I am able to go in and they have them remove it for me, and they say, okay, we're gonna remove it. You're good to go without it. I literally gonna have to take time to clean that area really good before I can ever start shaving again. Because the adhesive that's used for that particular bandage, after a while, kind of tends to stay there on your skin, and like I don't like it, and that's basically the reason I hate it. But it's all good. All right. So what are we doing now? What
Muddy water.
location? Mudwater
Yeah.
for 1 day,
I don't know.
because I only have enough to do for 2 days, and that would leave me $82. So
That just do a single day because at night, if we if we transfer for the night and stuff,
it takes money away from us.
yeah, it'll take the money away if we.
Yeah.
But it will also.
Of course, I know that it'll only do that if you're at any location other than Lone Star, because Lone Star is the only location where you can go there for free.
But it will also. Okay, I got my small hooks. I got that. Let me replace some of these fishing poles. I want my spell launcher.
I need to now for this for Mudwater. I still need to catch a unique bluegill. I still need to catch a common and a trophy bowfin, a common chain pickerel, a common and a trophy channel catfish, a trophy freshwater drum, a trophy grass pickerel, a common and trophy largemouth bass, and that's about it on the what I need to catch.
Yeah, but you can still use a bunch of those fish there.
Yeah, I was looking at the list of fish species that you can find at Mudwater, and so far I was seeing that the ones that I've listed off are the ones I still need to catch to have our for me in order to say that I've caught everything at this place. Because whenever I go to any location, sometimes I like to, if I can remember to do it, I like to check to see what fish species they have at the location, and if it's like a young or common trophy or whatever, and I like to check to see as to what types of that fish I still need to catch.
Mm-hmm.
In order to complete in order to finish checking everything off for that particular place. Do you already have a room started up, or?
Not yet. I will have. Just give me a minute.
Take your time, but let me know when you're ready. I just got done buying at least 50 dough balls a little bit ago, so that way I can try using that particular bait for what was that fish that I saw earlier? So that way I can at least try using that particular type of bait to try and catch a unique bluegill.
Okay, your big money maker here.
What's that?
It's gonna be the blowfin.
The bowfin?
Yes.
Okay, for that one, most likely the one that out of the bowfin, the one that's going to probably bring me really good money would be trophy.
Blowfin and black bullhead. Do you have marshmallows yet, or leeches?
Let me check. Hang on.
Open.
Let me check. Okay, those are under baits, right?
Yeah.
And you said what leeches and what?
Marshmallows.
I've seen them as for anything available for me to be able to purchase quite yet.
What do you have? Hold on.
Under common baits, I have for bait that I have available to buy is bread, red worms, cheese, pearl barley, pet food, grasshoppers, dough balls, and semolina balls.
Okay, you got pet food on you?
I do actually. Let me check my inventories. Okay, so
No, you don't.
Those two, I have bread with honey, cheese, cookies with milk, dough balls, golden corn, semolina balls, and red worms. Those are about basically what I have in my inventory for those types of baits.
Okay, flip over and buy some pet food if you can.
Should I get some grasshoppers as well?
Yeah. It's not gonna put you too short on money to go there.
Well, I've already paid to go. Already paid my fee to go there.
Okay.
I got to make sure that I try to catch some really good fish and to make some really good money to bring me back up to where I need to be
Okay. Do
for a
you have
different
your rod
location.
holder available?
Uh, Let me check. I have a yeah. I have
You don't want to use it.
a mono. It's called the Slingshot Mono Rod Stand.
You don't want to use it.
I'm gonna want to use it or no?
You are. I'm having to put this stuff on my rods so I can.
I want to
Rails
do away with
warrior.
the slop sling. I don't really want that. Okay, the ground baits and additives.
Huh?
The ground baits and additives. I don't even remember why I have those. Should I go ahead and just delete those?
No. I can show you. That's a good thing to have.
Okay, I will probably have to have you show me as to what I can make, what I can make and how to make it, because
Okay.
I used to
See
do
the
it
little
some time ago.
see the little round ball? Click on it. Up top.
Right here.
Up top. Now you can pull those over. Pull that one over. You got to put how much you want in it. Okay, go to your additives before you click anything. On the side, it's a picture of bottles and stuff. Go up one. Okay, you only have ground bait. You don't have the additives yet. And then you'll click mix.
I guess I'll have to hold off until I have
You
things
don't
that I actually gonna need.
You don't have to. You can just use that. Pure that. Okay, line. Don't get. Line in that went into my backpack. That's fine. You just want to fill your net, and you'll be good.
Okay.
I'm good there. Okay, muddy water. Let me travel there. Create a club room and go fish. I'm on.
Okay. What kind of room are we getting? Oh, yeah, okay. Here, I see it now.
I could go that way.
I gotta step away from. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. do alt, I guess. Yeah, see where those circles are popping up?
Yeah.
Um, Set your rod holder down, throw your bobber over there, and set that one in that rod holder.
Oh, yeah, sometimes I kind of like to sit here and hold on to the rod because, sometimes a fish will come and take the bait right when you set the pole down, and it's like,
Yeah.
ugh. And with me, I only got one pole that's set up like this, or no, two poles that are set up like this. But I have a habit of using only just one that's set up this way, and sometimes I'll use it and then have it set down so that I can use a bass pole.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll have, the two different types of setups, ready, but I would only use just for like a certain amount of time, just, stick with one pole for a while. That way, it's just like I can sit there and try to relax, enjoy the sounds of nature, and kind of focus on trying to keep an eye on things so that I don't lose a pole. Because I remember when I was about 4 or 5 years old, I went out fishing for the very
Go,
first
buddy,
time in my
go.
life. I had went out fishing for the very first time in my life, and I didn't know anything about fishing, and I had cast my line out and set it down, and I accidentally walked away, and then when I went back, the pole was gone. And apparently a fish had gotten a hold of the bait and drug the pole in. And I didn't know that I was supposed to keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like something I learned. Ooh, is that a trophy?
Yep.
Heck yeah! Woohoo! Got you a big one. For that particular species of fish, anyway.
I'm using lava worms.
Sometimes, well, for me, when I'm like in real life, when I'm out fishing, if I'm using certain, like when I'm using actual baits, like kind of like worms and stuff, I like using. I when it comes to worms, I prefer to use earthworms. Like at a a 2.63 pound, 18.2 inch channel catfish, which is the biggest channel cat that I've caught out here so far at this place. And it's going to bring me an extra $70. And I've just got 22 experience points from that.
Good grief.
It's pretty good.
Come on, baby.
And that was just using golden corn. Once I've used up this last golden corn, I'll change my bait to something else so that I can. Of course, there's a slight there's a very small current in the water because it's, and the reason I know this is because my bobber was moving in a certain direction, and it was not due to a fish getting a hold of
Right.
the bait. Because if it was a fish
5.5,
getting at it, it would have gone
5.6
hunting.
cat.
Nice catch.
22 pounds, $225.
Wait, are you 22 pounds or 22 inches?
22 inches.
Because from what I saw on the thing on my screen, it was saying
Got another one on.
5.6. Oh man, you catching some fish left and right.
That's why I say you need to put your bobber down with stuff like that and fish with your other pole.
Well, I mean, I would do that, but I've only got that slingshot mono rod stand, and two of my poles are being used with bobbers, and I'm trying to rank myself up enough to where I can get a better rod stand.
Yeah, but if you use that mono one with the bobber, it will work.
Yeah, I know, but I was just wanting to wait until I can get a better one, so that way I can have one that will hold both of the rods that I have with bobbers.
I think I just saw it. And you little
Dagon Blacktail Shiner. Huh. 2.231 pounds at 6.5 inches for $15 plus 4 experience points.
I got nothing.
And I just finished another challenge called the Holy Float 1. Catch certain number of fish using float tackle. Gave me 1 gold coin.
Yep.
Hey, nice. Okay. I gotta go back.
And plus it gave you money.
There's 1,000. Here. Next.
Plus it gives you money too.
Yeah, true.
I think it gave you 1,500.
Right at this point right now, I'll take whatever I can get, you know. And since I got you here for a fishing buddy, I don't have to sit here for just 5 minutes to do some fishing and then just end up giving up. A young channel cat at 1.969 pounds, 15.6 inches for $52 plus 16 experience points.
No wonder I'm not catching nothing on that bobber.
What's up?
I was only set for 12 inches down in the water.
A green sunfish at 0.392 pounds for 8.2 inches long, $12 plus 6 experience points. I mean, it'd be nice if I can get something bigger and better, but hey, like I said, I'll take what I can get.
What if you start catching big fish now? Slow back the small fish. You
Yeah,
keep
well, yeah,
you will
that's
keep
what I'm
your
gonna do.
you keep your experience, but you'll lose the money.
Well, see, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. That's the reason why right now I keep whatever fish I catch, so that way I know I'm gonna get paid for the fish I catch.
Right. But if your net starts getting too full, you can start flipping fish out. What your next purchase probably needs to be is a
Well,
net.
for my well, when it comes to getting better equipment, one of the first things I'll be getting is once I have them unlocked, is a bigger and better net that holds more weight.
Right.
And then, but I also got to look into getting a better rod stand that will hold more than just one rod.
Yep. But
So those are like the first two things I need. Better thing. Those are the first two things I need to look at getting
okay.
better stuff. So.
Okay. Your rod stand?
Yeah.
Going to the popular in the shop, premium shop area.
I don't have premium though.
It don't matter. And it says $9.99.
Is that IRL money?
Yes.
That's why I don't have premium, because I cannot afford to spend IRL money on things like this right now.
But what I'm saying is then you have this rod holder with the club points. You wouldn't have to have, when you can get it's called the club expansion pack or something. It comes with the hat and sunglasses. It gives you 3,000 club tokens, which you don't spend until I tell you what to spend them on.
Club tokens, is that those gold coins?
No. They're the blue. Alright. Do you see my screen?
No, right now on my second monitor, I've got my
I have.
stream thing pulled.
Okay. Yours. Okay.
Sorry, I had to change spots to try to see what all I can catch over here.
That's fine.
And caught a green sunfish. What is that, 16?
I'm not a fighter here. There's no one in me to bring him in. We're having a great time.
Oodles of fun. Oodles and oodles of fun. Oh, yeah, I got a fighter.
I do
I
too.
just hooked a fish.
You probably have a bluefin. Have fun with them.
A young largemouth bass at 12 inches, weighing at 0.981 pounds for $53 plus 9 experience points.
£6 catfish, 24 inches at $276.
Experience points?
I don't know how many experience points. I'm not getting that many because of how high level I am, and my poles aren't that great for this place.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I can tell exactly where you're at on the map, really.
Here, go back here. Kind of switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna try some of this. Oh, you stupid thing. And there we go. Now let's see. You know, it would really be funny
What?
if I were to sit here, have my line out in the water, I fall asleep, and then while I'm still asleep, manage to catch 20 trophy fish back to back. That would be flippin' hilarious. You know that would have to take some skill.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have the Maron River unlocked for me, and even if I did, I currently don't have the fishing license I need.
There it went.
What happened?
My rod just went down in the water. 1.8 pound catfish. 12, 15 inches, $72. Don't ask about the XP. You get more than I will. I just got 14 XP.
I've been promoted. That mean?
That means if I leave the company, you own it.
Oh, okay.
You're vice president of the.
Oh, okay. So you're, it means you're the one that promoted me.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering about that. Here. Fishing. Potion water. There. One of the things, Nate, one thing I want to do is, like, if, let's say for some reason I get on my PC and I'm doing like a solo stream, and let's say I'm playing this game by myself, I most likely will end up pretty much do most of my fishing at Lone Star, since that's the one location where you can go there for any number of days for free,
Yeah.
and I would use that to actually build up my money
Uh huh.
really good. Then that way, afterwards, if you and I are playing fishing planning together, and we're going, whether we do a co-stream or not, I want to make sure that at that time I have enough money to go to whatever location you want to go to on the globe. And plus, it'll also give me a chance to save up on enough gold coins to get the unlimited advanced fishing license at any of the locations.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my, right now, at this point, that is my number one goal to do.
Yeah. Save up when you can, because that pack that I told you about.
Mhm.
Come on, fish, get in here. He is a fighter.
From the looks of the current of the water current for over here in this spot where I'm at is actually heading in that particular direction, away from probably where you're at.
I got two experience for a club mate. 22 minus 22 experience for the tackle. So I ended up
Oh,
with 38.
heck down.
Um, that package that I was telling you about
Mm-hmm.
also comes with 100 bitcoins.
Bitcoins. Is that the gold coins?
Yep. And it comes with 5,000 credits, which is your money.
Yeah, the cash. Yeah.
Yeah, 5,000. And 3,000 tokens for the club.
On these games, I always hate calling them credits when it's actually referring, when they're actually just, it's the cash. Because if it's cash, I'll say, hey, it's cash,
Yeah.
But
And then there's club tokens that come with it, and those you do not want to spend without me, really.
yeah, when it comes to the club tokens, I will not even mess with them until you give me the okay.
You see this rod holder that I
What
had?
about it? Yeah.
Have? you can get that though, but don't get nothing else. Because they're too hard to come by, the club tokens.
Yeah.
And there's certain spots you got to have the club tokens because you have to buy like a mouse, club mouse, lure or something, spinners and stuff to catch certain types of fish, and just hope you don't lose them.
What bait?
Okay, are you watching my? I'm
I
watching
don't
you.
even have.
Okay, I'm
I
watching
don't
you.
even have.
Go to your. Let me see your pulse that you got.
Well, so number two.
I see number 2, but I need.
And number two is one that's got a bobber.
Yeah.
The other one that's got bobber is number 3.
Okay, what's
Then-
number 1?
Then this, I got a lure on number 1.
Okay, so you don't have one of those things yet. You can't use the fish. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, go to your person. Well, don't do it this way. Go to your person. Go to the ground bait. No, over on the screen. Your little bag of bait. Like the 4th icon up from the bottom on where your backpack is. No, you know the
Right
slots where it says bait? No. Slide over a little bit. Go down to your ground bait.
Okay.
Okay. See that ball that says 3.58 pounds up top? Or recent? No. Yeah, that.
Okay, we're back.
Click on it.
Okay.
Drag it to your little ball.
Okay, now what?
Now go back in the map. I'm gonna help you use it. Fish.
Now what?
You may want to come where I'm at, though.
That location?
Yeah. I see you're coming.
Oh, you're over there.
You're good, though. Okay. Take and throw almost all that bait into the water at the same spot and then fish it. Make sure you know how far that bait's going and then fish it. That brings the fish to you. If you want to only throw 4 or 5 in there, throw 4 or 5 and then fish that spot, and then when it quits, throw some more in there. It brings certain fish to you.
one can feed.
Did you figure out how to throw it?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a spod rod. But you don't want to leave that location since you did that till it runs out. Oh, lovely.
Just that.
Fish, get in here. I don't have time to mess with you. I've got another fish on.
You got yourself a trophy channel
Cat.
cat.
Yep. Young channel cat.
Got a okay. I gotta check on something. Oh, still need to get the unique bluegill.
You see my bobber?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm watching mine.
Mine just passed yours. Probably.
I didn't see. I didn't even see that.
I don't know if you can see my line, my bobbers or not on yours. I think I can. Fish on. I need to get a better reel. Oh my. This one's gonna be fun to get in. Don't tell me you are going to now.
What?
I got another fish playing with me. He sounds like he's getting ready to start. You stay here because I'm getting ready to jump out of this and come right back in.
No.
Because I'm gonna need to get a better reel for this rod. Because this reel's not wanting to.
Cooperate.
Yeah. Especially for a 2-pound big mouth bass.
For a 2-pounder? Oh, wow. Oh, looks like a deuce giving me the deuce.
Somebody's giving me a deuce.
Yeah.
Not a fish. .6 of a white crappie. 11 inches long.
Okay.
Fish on. .9 pound catfish. 15 inches, .5. $76. go to your inventory right now and hit Fish Keeper. It'll tell you how many fish you got and also how much money you don't be getting. Right now I'm going to be getting $1,662. Fish Keeper's at the top. Top where it says backpack and stuff.
Okay, blacktail shiner.
You got 14 fish and you're getting $412 right now.
Okay.
You had a bot on your server.
Oh, I did?
Yep.
I take it you got rid of it?
Oh yeah, a while back.
Thank you.
Like, nope. You don't promote that type of stuff. Most likely that's a bot. Did you run out?
No, I was
Oh. I don't know how to do it on controller, but it's like 0 or 9 for me for my bait. If I throw bait. The stringers aren't that great to use, really. You want the keep net. I had a fish that's playing with me here. But you're getting some good money too.
long enough to go and take a nap.
Yeah.
I did not get any sleep last night, so I'm tired.
Yep.
I think this has been the first time I've actually streamed that long in probably about 40 years.
Uh-huh.
In one sitting, of course.
Yeah. I think I'm done in mine. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you have a blessed night, day. And we will catch y'all in the next one.
Hey, Chet, thank you for coming in. Unfortunately, I'm at the end here and I'm tired, but I will try to get another stream at least sometime tomorrow. Hopefully, I won't be as sleepy. But thank you for coming by, and y'all have a wonderful day. Figure out where do I go to end stream? How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay.